Welcome, Mr. Reed. You are finally ready to undertake your final test before field deployment.
Geeks, nerds, gamers, and trolls, this is your MMOBomb.com first look at Deceive Inc. This game is developed by Sweet Bandits Studio and is published by Tripwire Presents. It is available on Steam for $19.99 as of the time of this recording. Also, you should note that I was given a review copy by the publisher. In Deceive Inc., you go undercover as the world's greatest spies in this multiplayer game of subterfuge and a little bit of shooty-shooty. Throughout the game, you'll be disguising yourself by taking on the likeness of people in the area and using your arsenal and high-tech gadgets to make your way into the vault where you want to secure the objective and then survive long enough to make it to the extraction. Along the way, you'll be gathering intel, which lets you hack into special rooms, but also be aware that you need to be wearing proper disguise when you enter these rooms. If you're trying to get into the guard room, you'll need to disguise yourself as one of the guards, which typically can be identified by their blue outfits. There are several different rooms that require hacking and the proper disguise to enter each one of those. While disguised, you'll need to be careful on how you move about the area, as your movement and walking up to data terminals can give you away, and the fact that you're not an NPC. Luckily, your disguise lets you look around and even use your gadgets without detection. Just know that the moment you do something obvious like fire your gun, your disguise is going to disappear and the rest of the players are going to be able to see you. Over a short duration, your disguise will come back, but not if you're in a firefight, and it takes longer if you're moving at all. Standing still is the quickest way to get it back.
Easier than I thought.
As you can see in the early part of the game, I'm just working my way around to data terminals to gather intel, and I'll need that intel to start getting into some of these special rooms we just talked about. The doors to these rooms require different amounts of intel in order to hack into them, or you can find colored key cards hidden around the map that allow you free access to these rooms. Once you've hacked a room, you can come and go as you please from it. Just keep in mind if you're not wearing the proper disguise for the room you're going into, the NPCs are gonna notice and blow your cover. The objective is to make it around to all the vault terminals in order to unlock the main vault. I'm playing solo mode here, so it's just me versus everyone else in the game, but there is a team mode if you have some friends you want to play with. Other players can beat me to the vault terminals and unlock them. Then when all the terminals have been unlocked, you make your way to the main vault and try to be the first one to secure the objective and get out of the area. You just saw me use this character's special ability, which is he finds hidden items. It's got a short cooldown, but it helps me detect where other things are located. As you can see, here's another player. We're gonna go 1v1. And Daddy takes the victory, and I get all his fat loots, baby. And that's another core important part of the game, is that player saw me rifling around in the drawers and stuff, collecting the intel, and it was obvious that I was a player and not an NPC. So he tried to take advantage of the situation and try to shoot me from behind when I wasn't noticing. But he needs to get good because we took the victory in the 1v1. So yes, he was just guessing that I wasn't an NPC, but it was a good guess because I was rifling around in the drawers and stuff. You can try to take a shot at somebody if you think that an NPC may be a player, but it's going to blow your cover. And if you're wrong, the guards around you are going to start shooting at you. It's going to blow your cover. Other players can see you and have the drop on you. But if you're right, you're going to have a little advantage in the gunfight because you're the one who shoots first. So you got to be careful of when you shoot and when you don't shoot. It's a little weird because in the first couple of weeks, it seemed like there was a lot of folks who just came in here and just started shooting first and asking questions later. But I will have to say, over the past week or so that I've been playing, there's a lot more folks who are actually playing the game and aren't just going around shooting everything that moves to try to find the other players. But just be aware, you may get into a game sometimes where everybody's just shooting everything, trying to find the other players to eliminate them.
You have found a vault terminal.
Luckily, the majority of the games that I've played in have been everybody's just playing the game and trying to be sneaky. This is one of the vault terminals. You can see we've got it, unlocked it, got the card from it. And now we're just either going to try to make our way to unlock the other vault terminals, or other players will unlock them as they go. And then it's the first one to the main objective. Also, I wanted to point out there are health stations and stuff around the game. You saw me walk into the bathroom a moment ago and refill my health after that gunfight that we just had. All right, I fast forwarded just a couple of minutes here, and someone has unlocked the final vault terminal. So now we're in the infiltration phase. This is where the vault is ready to be infiltrated and the main objective briefcase can be secured. There's a couple plays to make here depending on how your game is going. If you're near the vault, you can try to be the first one inside to secure the package, or you can sort of lay back and wait for the package to be retrieved, because whoever has the briefcase still has to escape with it even though they have it. And the briefcase can change hands, because every few seconds a little footstep tracker is left behind if you have the briefcase. So it's not right on top of you at all times, but somebody can track you down and your movements can still give you away and all that. So you can definitely hunt down the briefcase carrier instead of trying to be the first one in the vault to get it. This game, I just happen to be, as you can see, very near the vault. I'm within 39 meters of it. Here you can see me trying to look around and figure out which way I'm supposed to be going. You can hit Q and you'll get sort of a grid map where you can track different things, and it'll put the little path on the ground, as you can see there, to help you get to things. So stuff like that to help find the points of interest, such as the vault terminals and the vault itself. It's really helpful. Here again, we're going to change disguises because I know we're fixing to head into the vault itself. So we need to be a technician, which is usually a lab coat and a purple shirt. So we went ahead and switched to a technician when we found one before we got too deep into where we needed to be without being a technician and having our cover blown. And here's the purple door, so we're going to have to hack our way into this. This is going to cost us several of our intel here. But I am wearing the proper outfit. As you can see, it gives you a warning at the top, technician room, so it gives you the purple highlight to sort of let you know the color that the technicians will be wearing. And we'll get up the steps and we'll be to the vault itself. Except there's one problem. I need 10 more intel or an orange card to get in there. I have not found an orange card. So now I'm going to be going around trying to gather intel to be able to get into the room. Right now, the adrenaline was pumping pretty heavy because I'm like, man, nobody's gotten to the package yet. I'm just a few intel short. I've got to find some more intel to be able to get my hands on to get in there. And here's 3 more finally.
Impressive security.
And then I find 3 more around the corner.
They were faster this time.
But unfortunately, I am too late. The extraction phase has begun. Somebody beat me into the vault. I do have 10 intel now, so I can run up these steps here and get into the vault itself. As you can see, my utter disbelief. I'm just like, man, I can't believe I was this close. So I wasn't really like rushing. I was like too busy being disgusted that I was this close to getting the extraction phase myself and having the package. Now it's all about tracking the person with the package. I'm going to have to get out of this room and figure out which way they went. As you can see, I'm getting little pings on the map every so often as I get stuck in this room and I can't get back in. I walked out this door and couldn't get back in it because I didn't have enough intel or a purple key card. So it's time to just jump. If anybody had seen me do that, that'd have been a dead giveaway that I'm not an NPC. Fast forward a little bit again because I was just running circles trying to get out of there. As you can see, somebody's blown their cover in here. I take advantage of that, take them out, pick up their ammo. Then the guards are attacking me because my cover is now blown. So I'm going to take out these guards in order to get the firefight to quit so I can get my cover reinstituted. As you can see, when I'm moving, it goes quite a bit slower than when you stand still. Cover reactivates. And I can go back to tracking down the person who has the package. As you can see, there's a countdown timer in the top left-hand corner. That's how long it is before the extraction point is announced. There are a few different points that you can extract from, but it will be announced which one will be the extraction point at the end of that timer. So you kind of have to avoid other players and survive during this period of time while you're waiting on the extraction point. I am just following the tracker and trying to figure out where this person is, and I'm pretty sure you can see me slow down a little bit. I think that person in front of me is a player, but it's hard to tell for sure. Sometimes NPCs do run. When I first started playing, I thought every time an NPC ran, I was like, oh, that's a player, shoot him. This is going to be the extraction point here. As you can see, it just announced it. Figuring out who is where, and I think this is the player that was going into the bathroom with me. And as you can see, I got totally wrecked there. So what we'll do, we'll fast forward more to the extraction because the last two players shoot it out a little bit for several minutes, running a little bit of ring around the roses. And so we'll go ahead and fast forward to the extraction here. And as I said, those two players just played Ring Around the Rosie for a few minutes. They didn't kill each other. The player who's extracting just lost the other one. You can see them moving in the background. And all you have to do is stand in the zone for a little bit, and you'll be extracted. And that's how you play Deceive Inc., ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done. That's how you would win. That's how I would win if I could get good enough to win that last firefight. I think I had a better chance of winning the game than that player did. I don't think I would have got shook quite as hard. That's easy to say when you're not the one doing it, though. So let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. There are several different characters in the game. Each one has their own special ability that's unique to them. Like this character, he helps you find things that are hidden. There's another character that has like a paralyzing ray. There's another character that can become invulnerable for a short duration. So several different characters with different passives. They have a unique passive and a unique active ability on top of the regular gunplay. Each one has a slightly different weapon. There's a lady with a sniper. There's a guy with a mechanical arm that has a gun in it. So several different weapon types. They are specific to the characters themselves. So you're not going to be picking up weapons and using different kinds of weapons. Weapon depends on which character you choose. Cash shop is nothing but cosmetic items. I'm happy to report we're never even going to bother flipping over to it because it's just a one window cash shop with a timer at the bottom where every so many hours the items that are available changes. So cash shop is cosmetic items only, which is fantastic. The majority of my gameplays have been everybody playing the game the way it's intended, to sneak around and sort of utilize your tools and abilities to properly play the game. Although I have run into some games before, and I was talking to the old editor-in-chief Mike Byrne, and he said that he was running into some games like that too, where everybody was just shooting everything. So just beware that you will run into a few games like that. But I'm happy to report the majority of my games have been played good old sneaky super spy. Overall, I'm going to have to say that I enjoy my time with the game, having quite a bit of fun with it. It's one that I believe I'm going to keep on my computer at least for a little while and keep playing. It's a heck of a good time. I have not actually made the extraction yet. I have made it to the vault when I wasn't recording, been the one to get the package, but I didn't make it out alive. So I want to get an extraction at least before I'm done with this game. So I still got some more game time to put into it, definitely, after this first look is over with. Obviously, the graphics they're good. They're cartoony, a little Pixar. So if you're a fan of that, you'll be happy. If you're not a fan of that, if you want more realism, then this isn't going to be the game for you. But the game has run fantastic. It absolutely operates the way it should. I have seen no frame rate drops, nothing like that. The game runs well. The game looks good. The game plays well. The gunplay feels good. It's fun to play. So I would say for $20, it's definitely worth the pickup if it's a type of game that you're interested in. $20 is well worth the price tag on this one. There's plenty of different maps, plenty of different characters. You can unlock characters just by playing the game. You get in-game currency to unlock additional characters. I think you start out with 3 or 4 unlocked whenever you purchase the game, and then there's other ones you can unlock like a MOBA or a lot of other shooters, but you can get in-game currency just by playing the game to unlock those.
Now, where would security go?
Overall, I'm giving this game 2 big thumbs up. Absolutely happy with it. Absolutely adore this game. It's a fantastic time and well worth $20 if you want to spend it on it. If it looks like a game you'd like to try, I definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for checking out this first look video. We certainly appreciate it. Always head over to MMOBomb.com for the latest news and information on all the multiplayer online games that you need to know about. I've been the Noob Fridge, Troy Blackburn. You can follow me on Twitter at Noob Fridge. Thank you so much for watching this first look. I consider it done. I am out.